Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video of 2023, and as has become tradition, in this video I'm going to tell you everything that I've earned in 2022 from YouTube, all my sources of income, explain them and then give you a total at the end. It's been quite an interesting year, quite a surprising year, and I'm going to explain some of the things I've had to do to kind of keep the channel afloat under challenging circumstances. So just to give a bit of background about my channel, I've actually been making YouTube videos since 2015. So going into the 8th year of making YouTube videos, and over that time I've amassed 66,200 subscribers exactly. The number of subscribers you've got has got nothing to do with how much money you earn on YouTube. Obviously, if you've got lots of subscribers, you've probably got lots of people tuning into your videos, which means you get more views, and it's views generally that correlate with the amount of money you make. Now that said, I do happen to think that there might be a slight correlation between the number of subscribers you've got and the advertising rates you get. My channel is actually getting about a third of the views, believe it or not, that I was getting a few years ago. I had fewer subscribers back then, and actually my income from YouTube isn't a third of what it was then. So yeah, I'm kind of getting better advertising rates now. Maybe it's just inflation, I don't know. And so just to look at my channel summary quickly, I've got just over 1 million views in 2022, which is 25% less than the previous year. That's actually primarily because YouTube isn't showing my videos to people in America as often, which is quite interesting. I gained 669 subscribers, which isn't bad, but you know, once upon a time I was hoping to get to 100,000 subscribers. I might still get there, but I'm not sure I can wait the 80 years that it's going to take to get where I need to get to, but you know, we'll see. You can see generally I upload sort of 2 or 3 videos a week. I film them on a Saturday. And I actually make them available a week early for all my patrons, who I will talk about a bit later on. Link down below if you want to join and help me out, that would be much appreciated. I've got a catalogue of something like 500 videos or thereabouts. Just by having those videos, I've got videos about smart meters, and they're quite topical at the moment because of the cost of living crisis and the cost of energy here in the UK. So they're getting more views than they would usually. I've made new videos that are kind of tutorial videos, DIY videos, and as I kind of expected they would, they've started to gain some traction. Initially they weren't very popular because my subscribers weren't interested in how to fit hinges to cupboard doors, but gradually Google ranks those videos and they get a bit of traction on YouTube, and I'll refer some sales for things, and so there are still opportunities to kind of bring in some cash. Let's go through the sources of income before I bore everybody to tears. So the first source of income I'm going to mention is my iPhone apps. I'm not going to show them because they're really crap. I released a new one this year called Bygram actually, which I really enjoyed making, and it's, you know, gets a few downloads each day, but it doesn't make much advertising revenue. I'll leave a link to that down below in case you want to check that out for yourself as well. It's a bit like Wordle, but worse. Anyway, those ads have in-app purchases, and they also have Google ads displayed. And it's quite interesting actually, because in January last year, in advertising revenue, my apps made £1.01, which is nothing. And over the course of the year, we've peaked now in December, basically £50 advertising revenue. For apps which I've mainly made about 10, 11 years ago. So I think that's pretty good actually, to be getting 50 quid a month from something that, you know, it really is kind of passive income now. So they make money from Google ads, they also have in-app purchases, and they make sort of between, well, £4 actually this month, so not that much, but between sort of £4 and £20 in in-app purchases. I'm not sure why people buy them, they're pretty terrible to be honest. Anyway, the total amount that my apps have made is £438, which, as I say, is pretty good for 12-year-old apps. They're kind of a little bit salacious, these apps. They draw people in through their salacious appearance, and then disappointment ensues, just as most things in life. I also have Amazon affiliate links. Often I review technology products or just general products on my channel, stick an affiliate link in my YouTube description and tell people to give them a call to action, go and say click on the link if you're interested in buying it. People will go and buy products that you review. If you the more honest the review is, the more you seem to sell, the more you kind of go, this is fantastic, go and buy it. People don't generally buy it. Funny that, isn't it? Funny how the best salesmen are actually those that don't sell stuff. Anyway, good thing about Amazon affiliates, like a lot of affiliate programs, is that as soon as the customer clicks a link and buys something, anything, not even the product you've actually linked to, you make some commission. So I'm signed up to .com, .co.uk, France, Canada, etc. As many as I could reliably sign up to without creating like a fake bank account in China. So in 2022, I have made £275 from Amazon affiliates, which isn't a huge sum of money, but this is really completely passive. So, you link someone to a product, they buy it. If they've got a problem with the product or they return it or whatever, you haven't got to deal with that yourself. It's literally money for doing nothing. Next up we have Aliexpress, similar thing, but a Chinese-based company that sells just about anything, and I've often linked to alternative Lego products. This year I have made £63. So I think this is one of the effects actually of falling views on the channel, because each video is just getting slightly fewer views. That feeds through to click-through rates and links to affiliate schemes. So the income from affiliate schemes is lower. Next up we have MacSales, very similar and slightly disappointing story here, because I used to refer sales to solid state hard drive upgrades for Mac computers, made a tutorial video which people used to follow, used to make on occasion, here is one, £176 a month, and now I've made basically £60 in the last year. This isn't necessarily just YouTube not showing my video to people. This is how to upgrade Macs that are like 7 years old. These videos are going to have a finite lifespan, and unfortunately the newer Macs, you can't actually upgrade the hard disks or upgrade anything in them really, because they just kind of hold boards that have to be replaced. So you haven't really got a choice these days. You can either take it to Apple or not have it upgraded. So yeah, a lot of these videos are going to peak and trough, and the idea is that you have to keep diversifying, which is difficult in any business. Just to waffle incoherently for a moment, to keep things fresh, to keep thinking of ideas, and some people just have their time as well, I think. You know what I mean? Like some celebrities and things, they get it right at just the right moment with their musical hit or their film, and then they never kind of fall into that slot ever again. And maybe that's the story of my YouTube channel, but I don't care. One thing's for sure, it was definitely easier in the past to make a success of YouTube, but hopefully, as you are seeing, it is still kind of worth doing it. So next up we have eBay affiliates. I made £96.49 from eBay affiliates. Maybe I should be promoting those links a bit more. So then we have some items, and I've undervalued the items here actually. So I get sent items that do have a monetary value attached to them, and I put a very low estimate of their value in here. And incidentally, I do have to declare on each of those videos where I review a product that's sent that it is a paid, or kind of I've had some kind of benefit, which is the free item in most cases. But I just put a little estimate here, £233 I've put. In actual fact, it's probably closer to 500 quid's worth of stuff. Why do I do that? I'll leave that to your imagination. TubeBuddy is still a great kind of affiliate scheme actually, because I've had videos in the past where I've talked about how much money you make on YouTube and they've been really successful, and I've made some kind of tutorial videos about how to run a YouTube channel and the little things I do to kind of try and improve it and make it more successful. One of those tools is TubeBuddy, which I will leave a link to down below. It's a great tool for finding keywords and automating really boring, complicated tasks. Like say you've got 500 videos and you want to edit the description or add something to the description or remove something from all of the video descriptions, you can do that with a TubeBuddy membership. So I made £385 from TubeBuddy This is just people who've got signed up through one of my links to a kind of monthly or yearly subscription, and then I make a percentage in commission. Next up we have Patron. Patrons are my saints on the channel. In a time where, as you can see, a lot of my affiliate income has reduced, I have a fantastic group of very loyal patrons who generously donate to me. You know, we're not talking insane money, but we're talking £845 I've received from my patrons over the course of the last year. They really make uploading weekly worthwhile, because each individual video that I make doesn't really generate that much income. Patron income is really essential for me to kind of want to keep uploading weekly. The patrons that donate the most get their names read out at the end of each video. I've always put everyone's name scrolling down the screen, and everyone gets access to each of my videos, at least generally, give or take a bit of DIY, delaying things, get access to my videos a week in advance, a week before everyone else. Now that said, that's not to devalue the people who tune in every week to watch my videos, and patrons of the past who have gone on to bigger and better things. That's rubbish. I am grateful to everyone who watches my videos, whether or not they donate or not, because without viewers of any kind, this channel would be nothing. Next up, we have BrickTanks. So BrickTanks is a website that sells brick-based tanks, in case you didn't guess. This year I made £43.40 in commission, which still isn't that bad. Now, I reviewed one CaDA brick-based set this year, for which I made £4.82 in affiliate sales. Each time I've had to join a new affiliate scheme, which is a bit of a pain to keep track of, but I joined the Sabneo affiliate scheme because I reviewed a fantastic lightsabery thing that was sent to me, and I've actually made £46 now in affiliate sales. I think I sold 3 of those lightsabers through an affiliate link, so thank you to those people who bought them. I do think that lightsaber is genuinely really cool. Might get it out tonight. It's actually New Year's Eve when I film this, by the way, so I might get that out tonight, put it on disco mode and have a go with that. So do check out that video in case you're interested. Teespring, I haven't sold any merchandise. Oh no, I did. In January I sold £2.92 worth of merchandise, or that was the commission I got from it. So although Teespring stuff is really expensive, you only make like a fraction of that in actual profit. I've removed my merchandise from sale because it wasn't really selling very well. As you can see, oh, maybe it's because I removed it, I don't know. So if you've got some, well done, because that's like that's really limited edition. That will be worth nothing in years to come. So the second to last here, we're almost at the end, don't worry, you can go and do something else more interesting, is something that I didn't think I would ever do, but I have done it. And that is sponsorships. I went through my YouTube email account looking at products that people wanted to send me. For years I've been ignoring all the products generally unless they're a really good fit, like the smart central heating from CaDA. I went through my emails and went through the products which kind of looked vaguely like some of them are nonsense. Okay, let's cut to the chase. I'm not going to review sports clothing. Look at me. I'm also not going to review protein shakes. Again, look at me. I'm not going to also review, although I've got doctor at the beginning of my name because I'm a computer scientist, I'm not going to review vitamin pills. I'm also not going to review cryptocurrency scams either. But if somebody wants to send me, as they often do, a lightsaber or a piece of technology that's pretty cool, I could be convinced to review it. I used to review these things for free because then I could give a completely impartial review. As it happens, a lot of companies that want to pay you for reviews, they still want you to give a completely impartial review because it's only through that honesty, as I said earlier, that people will actually go and buy the product because they have to believe that you're sincere. Over this course of this year, since October actually, when I decided to make a little bit of a change after my revenue kept falling, I've started taking some sponsorship money. But between October and December, I charged £100 per video. I've done 3 sponsored videos. received £300 in sponsorship. But it's going to be more of a frequent thing on this channel, but you'll be able to spot it because the video will come up as a paid sponsorship. So let's get on to YouTube advertising revenue, which contributes the biggest proportion of my income for the YouTube channel. And the lowest amount I've earned this year is this month. So December is generally considered to be one of the worst months for advertising revenue on YouTube, I hope, because it is the lowest. I made £279. The highest amount I made this year was, last month, £342. So the revenue kind of is stable, about just over 300 quid. Hopefully that continues next year. But in total, from YouTube advertising revenue, I've made £3,775. Incidentally, let me know down below if you think this is insanely low or insanely high. I'd be interested to know. I am just happy having a side hustle. Oh, I should have said this earlier on as well. I don't live on this money, by the way. This is just a side hustle that's paying for my bathroom and keeping me in Primark clothes. I do have a day job that brings in most of my money. And I do pay tax on all this, by the way. Loads of videos on that on my channel, if you're interested. So, without any further ado, what is the total? How much have I earned in 2022? Let me just add them up. Dun, 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 dun. £6,567, 0.0065, which will disregard for the sake of brevity. Basically 6.5 grand, which is about 800 quid lower than last year. Still pretty good for just making videos. I make a video a week. I probably spend about 2 hours filming, editing, preparing and all that, responding to comments. So somebody do the maths and write it down below. How much does that work out per hour? Doesn't make sense. Anyway, yeah, I'm fairly happy with that. I hope it stays stable. I hope it's been useful to you. In the interest of transparency, I just wanted to show you how much money I make from YouTube so we're on the same page. You can see why I put the effort in, why I sometimes don't put the effort in. Hopefully it's given you some incentive, some motivation to go away and try it for yourself. Anyway, do subscribe if you like random stuff, like what I upload on this channel. Thank you to my loyal patrons who are scrolling down the screen now, especially George Foot, Jim McKay, Jennifer Jones, Samir Al-Amar and Rob Van Eden, who are extremely generous patrons. And I shall see you next time for another video.